Hello, my fellow ghosts and goblins, friendly vampires and werewolves. Happy early Halloween. Halloween is just a week away, and in the nature of spooky, or eerie, or ghostly, I want to present to you my Coffin Collection. And I'm not just talking about my coffins. I'm talking about my Coffin Collection of cards. So I have a handful of cards in my collection that, hypothetically, of course, I'll be taking to the grave. These cards represent certain special things in my life, things that hold meaning to me. And so I'm happy to share my coffin collection with you today. So let's open up the coffin and let's talk about the cards that are going to be, hypothetically, going into the coffin. Now, the first card represents my current residence. It represents the city I live in, and also represents myself, my last name. And that card is the 1910 Old Mill Cigarettes rare set, the T210 set. And this player is Brooks. And Brooks was a teammate of the legendary Shoeless Joe Jackson. Now, Shoeless Joe Jackson started his baseball career with the minor league New Orleans Pelicans team. And he was teammates with Brooks. And I don't know for sure what Brooks' first name was. I think it was Lawrence. But Brooks will be joining me in the coffin, in the grave, to represent New Orleans, to represent Joe Jackson, and to represent my last name. The second card represents my ultimate favorite player the game has ever seen. And that is Babe Ruth. His 1948-49 Leaf card is one of my top favorite Babe Ruth cards. And this card will only ever be replaced by his 1933 stand-up Gowdy card. And that's the card where he's standing up batting. The other cards in the set are headshots, and that one is a batting pose. So that is my ultimate grail card, if you will, for Babe Ruth. And until I get that card, this card here is my second favorite card of Babe Ruth, and this one will be one of my coffin cards. The third card is a card that represents the history of baseball, and that is this 1880s American Eagle Tobacco National League Fine Cut card. This is an oversized card, one of my all-time favorite cards in my collection. And this card represents the history of the game, my love of that history of the game. This dates back to before there was an American League, and there was only the National League. And I just really love this early image of baseball on this card. And here's the back. It is a trade card. Just love it. The fourth card represents my love of America. It's a patriotic card, and it's also a baseball card. And it's also a very rare card. And that card is the 1888 Little Rhodey cut plug in 557 National Sports Card. And now this is a set that's rare, and this is a set that shows different sports from different countries. This one represents America, and what I love about it is you see some stars and stripes in her uniform, and she is a depiction of Colombia, which is our first national image, I guess, to go along with the Statue of Liberty and Uncle Sam and the Bald Eagle. Colombia was one of our early representations, mascots, if you will, of the United States. So I just happen to love that card, and definitely a very rare card. That is also the highest graded example of that card. And if I didn't show you the back, here's the back. It is a black back. It says "Smoke and Chew Little Rhodey Cut Plug Tobacco." So that is my fourth coffin card. Those are all the baseball related cards. And as you guys know, I have a pretty extensive Dr. Pepper collection as well. And one card that I'm taking with me to represent my Dr. Pepper collection is this very rare and very early 1900s Dr. Pepper token. It's a card used to be a token, and here's the back of it. And you were supposed to get a free Dr. Pepper, bottle of Dr. Pepper, with this token. And this is from around the turn of the century, early 1900s. So there you have it, folks. Happy early Halloween. Those are all the coffin cards I have in my collection. And I would like for you to respond in the nature of spooky and eerie. Tell me, what cards in your collection, if any, would you have put in your coffin? Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, hit that thumbs up, and keep hunting the good stuff, and happy Halloween.